can already hear it going on in the background. Welcome back to the final game of the day here. We are now moments away from starting up between Team Alternate and Playing Ducks. A bit of a repeat from that first round games. I am Lauren Pansy Scott. I'll still be your host for tonight. Tomorrow we do have Group B, and I will be joined by the delightful Jason Kaplan. If he is feeling a little better, obviously. He's not feeling too well today, so you've had to deal with me on my own, so I do apologise. You've pretty grown sick of my voice. I'm sick of my voice. It's completely fine. Everyone's sick of my voice. It's cool. We're going to go live for the knife, so we can dive into game nice and quickly to catch up on what's going down. It will be on Dust too. So, will it be a repeat performance from before last round? I think the Playing Ducks, if I'm not mistaken, did win the knife. So we'll have to keep tabs on how this goes through. I think it was quite a close game before. I'd imagine it'll be the same thing here. Both teams having to prove themselves through their varying routes, but regardless, they both got themselves in a position to get that final spot towards the playoffs in the German EPS finals. So, coming in. Knife round will not be casted because casting knife rounds is lame. So get on Twitter. Let me know your predictions. At They Call Me Pansy. You saw it before. We don't need to show you it again. Let me know who's going to win this one. Will it be Team Alternate or will it be Playing Ducks? Alternate have certainly had to prove themselves here, as have the Playing Ducks. Playing Ducks, as we just witnessed, battering Team, the worst name in esports history. And this time around, actually, Team Alternate will pick up the knife round, so they get the choice of side. And I pray to sweet CSGO God that we do not have the several pauses again. I pray and I plead and I hope, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see. We will be seeing them staying on the CT side, and they'll be giving over the T side to the Playing Ducks. So, predictions, get them through to me on Twitter, at They Call Me Pansy, right now. I want to hear from you. Guys, already sticking with us. I do appreciate you guys watching this for so long. It has been quite a long evening of best of ones, however. Lots of Dust 2. No Inferno. I'm a little surprised and a little saddened due to the lack of it. But anyway, let's have a look towards the game, because right now we are seeing a four-man sweep through those B tunnels. And we might see that mid-push coming out again. Will we be treated to it from the Playing Ducks? Crisby would be down there waiting. CSMN waiting to help him out. And Flash is coming through. They might be going for it. Smoke comes in. This is what's going down. They're going to go for that mid-push again, but Crisby finds a gap in the smoke, but it doesn't matter. Cologne takes him down, and now we are back, leaving Zonix, the B-master, to do his thing. Does find one already. Going to go back in for a second. Kevin's made his way through, but caught in the heels by SMN, and it looks like B will be maintained for now by the CTs, or at least one CT in the form of Zonix, but still, 2 T players left alive. Kirby by those B doors. Tagged up, bruised and broken, down to 31 HP. He does make it through towards the side, but Zonix is still here. Zonix has held on, and finally backup arrives, but Zonix didn't need it. Hell, he just went on his own and got 2 kills that round. And you know what, I've got to say it, this man, when he's on that B side, he can be a real beast. Big player, certainly looking forward to seeing what he can bring out in this game. But it's good to see Playing Ducks still running that nice strategy, using those double doors very proficiently. Didn't quite get what they wanted, but Cologne actually picking up that scout. Not sure what he can get done with it, but hey, it's Cologne. He can do well either with a scout or not. But I'm not sure he knows the difference, really, because he seems to do the same amount of damage. But anyway, players down mid once again. Decoy is out. 3 players over towards A for the CTs too by B. No one really watching mid this time. Crisby not quite fully dedicated. He's fallen back a bit, but it does seem as though the T's are making their pressure, and the presence known on short. Already, Whoopi has found a proc, so a good start for them. Deagle comes in for Kirby. Brilliant shot lands towards Rax, and that's opened the site right up, leaving Crisby to back away, as the T's will start making their play through towards the site. Famous now in the hands of Kirby as well. He's got the head armor, and they're turning this one around. We saw it before. Don't tell me we're going to see it again. Alternate with 3 players. Going to have to try and turn this one around on its head. Can they find a route in? Here we go. T-side pushing back down towards short. Crisby has found Cologne. 3v3. Not 3v2 now. SMN and Crisby, the last 2 standing there on the site. And Crisby's defusing. Crisby's on there right now. Oh, he stopped defusing, and SMN can't do the job. And Whoopi will come back in with some beautiful play, and Playing Ducks, even up early. And do you know what? I'm not sure if we've even seen one round, one game having those 3 clean off the back of pistol rounds. And this is definitely a change up from when I last casted CSGO. Normally it'd be a done deal near on. You'd always see those 3 rounds going back to back, but at the moment it's topping over and turning over every single time, and I quite like it, I gotta say it. So 1-to-1. Guns and the money with Playing Ducks. CZ and a flash for the CTs, and that's pretty much your lot. So you can imagine how this one's going to go. But Aprox has gone crazy, but quickly taken down by Kevin, and oh, that's not going to help the matter, as Crisby does get a bit of a nade, but already actually Crazy's left the game, so not exactly what you'd want, but we saw how cautious Plain Ducks were once they knew they were up against a side who did have an eco with them, but this time they've been caught out a little early on. What are you guys at home saying about this one? Who do you think's got this? Jack says the Ducks will win this 16-13. So you're having faith in the Ducks. Well, at the moment you can see as to why Cologne has found racks. As there is that pause coming up, do let me know your predictions. I want to hear from you guys. Who's got this one? Because at the moment, Plain Ducks continuing that very crisp execution towards a very clinical play from them. They don't like risking anything on these, and they've done very well. Keeping Team Alternate at arm's length. Utilising those rifles beautifully, and the scout, to be fair. There's now just SMN and Zonix in this one. They can get a gun out of this, it wouldn't be a bad way to end things off here. But at the moment, I'm not sure they're going to get that. Kirby does get dinked, but does get the kill. And, well, 1-1 is probably going to stay exactly that, as Zonix is on 1 HP. And I imagine he'll stay that way. So no pause, actually, tell a lie. There we go. And it's Crazy has rejoined us. And all is good in the hood. So, hopefully you guys did get your predictions through to me on Twitter. They call me Pansy. I want to hear from you. You are my co-casters for tonight. Scumbags in Twitch chat. 4th round now coming in. CT's still rocking those CZs, not buying up just yet. Obviously, money being the issue. Let's see if the T's take this just as cautiously. They are a very careful team generally once they are realising they're up against an eco side, and that's the danger of those CZs now in play. I've got to say, I like them and I hate them at the same time. You've got to take every round very carefully, especially when it's a best of one like this. Even if the team doesn't have, you know, the full set of guns, those CZs can cause some real pain, but at the moment, only Crisby doing the damage with Zonix, but only losing 2 players on the T's, and they're still looking good for this, but not found their way to a bomb site just yet. Bomb is still in mid. And there's still SMN and Zonix trying to slow him down here. SMN finally rotating off of B, but it's going to be pretty much Zonix in trouble more than anything. He's got 2 players, make it 3 actually behind him. He knows that they've crossed to an extent, but you know, they're all on the site. Here we go, going to move in with that CZ. 3 players in front, he gets 1 down the bomb, gets stopped, and finally SMN does come through, picks up the AK. Zonix hunts around for more. He knows they're on here now. He knows that long's fairly clear. And that smoke does stop. We saw the help from SMN, but here he comes. Kevin's found him. It's back onto Zonix 1v2 now. Not going to happen. Kevin holds on, and the cautious Playing Ducks almost got caught out then from the final 2 from Alternate, but nevertheless, round is picked up 3-1. And into the 5th round. How are the scores looking so far? Crazy yet to get a kill on the board. Bit of an issue, but I'm sure he'll bounce back as Zonix is in on 4-2. 6-2 for Kevin. Quiet player last time, certainly turning things up here. He was the opener almost in the last time around, but he's doing the work. This time first to fall as Rax now follows up, and Long is looking under wraps almost, but Whoopi does find his head as he was tucked away in pit, but still the game is certainly given away there for Playing Ducks. This should be around surely for the CTs. 4 against 3. Crazy already tagged up and a little weaker, down to 78 HP as well, so have to find a way back in here, but not going to be an easy one for the Playing Ducks. Crisby still quite aggressive up on Long. And those 3T players are going to have to forge something quite impressive here out of this, but looks like they're going to head towards A actually, and to be fair, there is only one man really on point. It is Aprox. He does have the AWP, so he might just fall back towards pit and maybe wait for that plant to come in. They're clearing out the side. There's no one there, to be fair, and it's a long old rotate, but Aprox now watching. Oh, how was that a tag? He gets Whoopi, but does not take him down, and bomb is going to be planted, so somehow will be staying alive through this. I'm genuinely unsure how the hell he survived that op shot, but it looks like Playing Ducks will be retracting back towards short. They like to fall back a little way here and play it from the baseline almost, as Crisby edging through short. He's going to meet Crazy first of all, and who's going to have the quicker trigger finger? Well, it's going to be Crazy. They're taking down Crisby, leaving Zonix and Aprox. The last two alive. They're committed to this. They're going for it. Zonix has found one, but Cologne with a close AWP shot gets one. Oh! Cologne, the double AWP comes in. No scope to finish off Aprox, and that was a beautiful hold on the side. 4-1. Even with a player lacking the player disadvantage. 3 against 4. They did pull it off in the end, and they maintain that nice, beautifully formed 4-1 lead. Alternate not really having the best of games just yet. Maybe that very clinical execution coming out for Playing Ducks is just hard to handle, and I don't really blame him either. As we see a fully bought up T-side, I can imagine we're going to see that slightly more cautious play, but actually Crazy throwing caution to the wind, going to find a Prox on short. A little more aggressive from the CTs. Rax is pushed up on long. We see 2 through mid, and we'll be watching that. We'll take him down, but fairly low now. They're certainly not sitting too pretty. 1 AK could cause a lot of damage here if SMM, for example, would get his hands on that, but at the moment it looks like the T's will be switching up towards long, fancying their chances a little more there, trying to gate the presence of those pistols and the CZs. Now the AK with SMN, he has picked it up as Crisby will be the first on the chopping board. Goes down to Kirby, and the cross does come in, spam out, not going to connect. But where is SMN? Is he going to save? He's going to commit? What's he going to be up to here? I think he knows what's up.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb down. Probably not fancying taking on the 4T players. If only they could have stopped him a little earlier. Look how low Whoopi is. Look how low Kevin is. See Kirby and Cologne fairly comfortable, but still, you know, 2 players very low. Save coming out for alternate. They're going to try and keep hold of that CZ and the AK. I don't think Zonix is too worried about the CZ, more to assist SMN than anything. Make sure those T players can't just push directly towards him. But then again, they've got to be fairly cautious themselves. Whoopi is low, as is Kevin. 12 HP each. There's the bomb. Will be going off. So the T side picking up another round. No real surprises there. 5-1. But I want to see what happens once we get those CTs back on this gun round. Where will they go? What will they do? Can they finally get themselves a little bit of a foot in the door here? They've been struggling to get another round on the board of that 1 round pickup to stop that clean sweep pistol. Playing Ducks pulled it back in. So at the moment, no shots on the cross. T-side look like they're going to be heading down long pretty damn quickly, actually, and Crazy will be the 3rd one in, but the first one to make the shot. Takes down a Prox, opens up. Rax needs to fall back, and given that rather stunning howl in hand, I don't think he can do much unless he gets to a slightly better position. There we go. Going to fall back towards site. Bomb has made its way through the B tunnels. Now join them in mid. Will they go for that mid push? Will that smoke come down, or is this going to be another short play? So many options with the Playing Ducks now, obviously, with that 1-man advantage. 1 minute on the board. Looks like maybe a double back down from the Playing Ducks, coming back down towards long. Kirby being flashed in. Crisby and Rax waiting here, and actually Crisby has a good chance to catch a few off guard. Not going to happen with Kevin there. Following up that first kill from his teammate, going to get a second for himself there. So very nicely done, leaving only the 2 alive. And got to say, the A execution coming out from the Playing Ducks has been crisp as hell. We haven't seen them really testing B, but then again, would you want to against Zonix, who is a monstrous player? And Crazy certainly wants to try it out. Does take down SMN, but Zonix is still alive here, and he might be pushed on all fronts. But this guy was able to pull off near on the impossible, but not today. Crazy will take him out, and he will not be able to maintain that M4 going forward. And Playing Ducks continuing this rather dominant path, and looking at every single player here from them. Crazy, considering he was struggling to get a kill, is now up to 5 kills already. Building and building and building. 6-1. Brilliant scoreline for them. Going forward, they're certainly looking like the team that will be qualifying through. But you never know. This is the first half. We haven't yet seen that real momentum switch coming out towards the favourable alternate. They've been struggling to find their footing in this one. Struggling really to find a way to make that impact. Considering this is alternate's choice of side, you'd hope they'd do a little better. Hope that comfort zone would be found a little sooner, but not to be the case as four-man stack our playing ducks towards long will begin. Approx might be on the receiving end, as may Rax. We know that Crisby will occasionally peer up to assist once he knows that mid-push will not be the cause and the case. It does look like those smokes and flashes will be put through, and this might just be go time coming up very, very shortly. Approx knows it. The smokes have even come down on long, and Alternate going to be in trouble. Here we go. Approx is the first on the line. He's going to take down Kevin, though, so that's a nice start for them for once. But the smoke is there, the bomb. Will it go down? Yes, it does. Completely uncontested, and it's Alternate time to try and retake it. They've got the possibility. They've taken that one band. Oh, that Molotov. Did that really just land there? Oh, that's a terrible Molotov to have, but Crisby throws caution to the wind, keeps pushing. He gets shut down by Cologne. SMN finally chimes in with one for himself. These mollies are just going to hold him back by more time. Whoopi falls back to maybe a more defensive position. Drops after flash and the nades and everything he's got. Kirby's molly will pay off. Kirby gets a second, doesn't get the third. As now here comes the defuse. Faking out by Zonix, going to turn around for the shot. Doesn't get it. Oh my god, Whoopi might have just bought enough time, and he did. Zonix doesn't even make it away, and the T side get another round on the board. My word, this is a one-sided game. 7-1. Unbelievable stuff, considering last time how that scoreline looked, how the game went. This is not what I expected at all. This is a very one-sided affair. And we're seeing that kind of partly invested pistol these days that just comes out, you know, the Deagle, the CZs, and actually none of them doing the job. Look how low they got the T side, but if you don't get the kills, it doesn't matter. As Rax even decides, hell, I'm going to just tag up Frisbee, make it harder for us. And now Rax in a 1v5. They're low, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much in an afterplant here. And he's going to get shut down by Kirby. Doesn't even get a kill. 8-1 on that scoreboard. Things are going from bad to worse for Alternate. Finally able to buy back up, and I'm hoping they can start building off the back of this. You know, get around on that board. They're desperately needing that little boost in confidence, that one good thing to happen, because at the moment, playing Ducks clinical precision, and well, this might hurt even more. Oh, Prox. 35 HP, that is painful to walk away with. Cement as well, 72, and that's certainly opened up the possibility of that B push coming out. Zonix, however, is there, still sitting quite pretty. But you got a feel for him. They're not having any luck at the moment. A couple of smokes and flashes come out towards B. No commitment yet from the playing Ducks, however. But we know they like to take their time. They love those short to A pushes. They love that slow, long play. They can play through mid at quite some speed as well. Let's keep that in mind, and it looks like we're going to get that right now. Can they get this one crisply done, as we've seen before? Crazy does find Crisby, and now B is under heavy threat. And Zonix will be tucking himself in, waiting for that push. He's going to get one, goes up for the second, gets the spray down, gets the kill. Crazy will fall, but at the moment, Kirby and Cologne finally push in, clean up the mess that was holding onto that B side. Kirby gets the bomb down, and Approx and Rax, well, if they can stay alive with these guns, I'd be more than impressed. But at the moment, I wouldn't even be surprised if they get taken down on the road towards this site. Rax held back by the molly. Got the auto sniper against him. Colon's going to get a little bit heated up here, but now I've got to say this is near on over if it keeps going this way. Kevin's found a Prox, and there we go. Kevin gets the double to finish it out with. And, well, this looks like a very different playing Ducks. 9-1 now. 11th round coming up. A complete contrast to what we saw before. Everyone pulling their weight, everyone having a good game, and absolutely no one struggling to make these shots count. It's a bit of a brilliant display of CS coming out from the playing Ducks, and Team Alternate just struggling to make any sort of impact on this. Double stack on long could be a little costly if not careful, as Whoopi will get that double, and oh my word, the playing Ducks just crack it open again. Unbelievable. Crisby is in a world of trouble. Nade comes in, even gets him down to 76 HP. Smokes in, flashes go. And it's surely going to be bombed down any second now. Well, we saw how well that went. SMN and Zonix, the last two alive, and I did not expect the game to go this way. I thought it was going to be a little closer. Well, not even yet to get a kill, the CTs. Bear in mind, they did have the guns, they did have the weaponry, but nothing to back it up, sadly, as Kevin will find the final one towards SMN, and 10-1, double digits being reached by the playing Ducks in nearly perfect form. Oof, Alternate, you've got your work cut out. Gotta say it. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. And the thing is, they're not even playing that much differently. They're just not landing the shots. They're just not getting any breaks. They're just finding it so hard to open up before. You know, these B pushes were always stopped by Zonix. Those mid plays were halted, but at the moment, these flashes, these smokes are so perfectly placed from the playing Ducks. And look at it. Time and time again. What more can I say? Finally, Alternate get a kill. It's been some time. SMN will find Crazy, but the bomb's down, the damage will be done, and... Oh, tell a lie. Zonix finally wakes up, finally warms up. There's the triple. Zonix appears out of nowhere and might just have saved a little bit of face. Sweeping the 1v2, not going to be able to cross with 2 players there. There's no way. And he's going to try and back out with that 10 HP. And come back around for seconds. And why not challenge? You're at 10-1. You might as well go for it, buddy. Zonix can only do so much as... There we go. SMN will finally get another round on the board, but Zonix has been the only man, it seems, to be in any sort of position to do any damage for Alternate. They're struggling to make any impact here. And this is not what we expected after that first game between these two. Substantially closer affair, but this time, not the case. As once again, the A push begins. Flashes come out, but there we go. A little bit of a change up, but we have a pause. Pausing time, ladies and gentlemen. And we can reflect on this current scoreline. 10-2. It's rare you see such a one-sided sort of game. Especially after such a close one. That's the more taxing part of what I'm thinking about here, and I've got to say it. Playing Ducks have been phenomenal with their A executions. Out on long has been completely theirs. Finally, Rax seems to have done the job, but Prox, Crisby, and Rax have been struggling consistently to deal with what these guys have been bringing. It's been absolutely unreal. And graphs aside, it's just been a very one-sided game so far, and I worry for Team Alternate. They still have room to bring back up a couple of rounds now. But then again, the hope has only risen from this, from 1 kill to start with. So maybe I should shush for a little while and see how this round plays out so far once we get unpaused and started back up here. Guys, is it too little, too late? That's the thing I want to ask you. That was an idea of movement. There was a second of hope, and it got stripped away. Why do you do this to me, CSGO? That's why. Alrighty, Rex. Rack City. Finally getting maybe another round on the board here as Cologne and Crazy, the last 2 standing. So, could be 3-10. Mostly thanks to that man on your screen here, doubling his score in 1 round. He's playing Ducks. We'll try and make that final bit of a move. And surely not going to pay off. Let's see where these two are. Cologne going hunting with the AWP. Crazy seems to be joining him with that AK to hand. So they could still do some damage here. They can go for an even matchup on towards B. However, it does look like SMN and Zonix are considering the options of them pushing through here, and that's going to give away the game. But Cologne does find Crisby, so now... Oh my god, and the nade lands. Game back on. 3v2. Cologne on Crazy still alive and kicking, but Zonix being down leaves it all to SMN here at B. Here we go. Oh my word, Crazy smacks him down, and I can't believe this, guys. I really cannot. 2v2, bomb planted. Crazy Cologne not giving up as a Prox will make his move in. Crazy holds on. This is unbelievable stuff. Cologne even takes down Rax, and 2-11. It was a gifted round. Yes, I know they dropped one of the players still. 2v4 going wrong is severe issues, severe problems. That's when you know you've got errors going on inside your own team, let alone what the opponents are doing. Cologne, great work, as is Crazy, but you got to say it, if you're losing that, there's worrying times ahead, and slowly but surely Alternate are seeing their chances of getting towards those offline finals slip through their fingers here. As they are just down to that clean eco round here. Nothing more than pistols. No flashes, no nades, no nothing. I think we know how this round's going to go. Kirby and Kevin clearing up on towards A. And, well, Zonic's still trying to fight. Zonic's still being the one man to make that appearance. Rax did have that one round, but at the moment, it's been a very one-sided display. It's 11-2. Bomb down. Zonic's 3 HP. Not going to happen this time. And SMN does have the AK, but let's bear in mind at this point, picking up that clean pistol 3-rounder on the half could pretty much tip this into Playing Ducks' hands, but Zonic's still fighting as hard as he can. Oh my word, this man has been working so hard, but it's not going to be the case. SMN does get away with an AK, hopefully, with a couple of seconds left. And hell, they need everything they can get at the moment. 15th round coming up. And, well, that scoreline is looking disastrous. 12-2. Genuinely not what I expected. I'm going to be completely honest. I really did think it would be closer, but still. 15th round now coming in. Finally a buy-up, but look at the auto snipers everywhere. Money is of no issue, to say the least, in the Playing Ducks camp. And the spam is real. Somehow doesn't connect once. But regardless, that's a lot of firepower. And I think Alternate know that. 3-man out on towards A. No one watching mid, 2 towards B. In 1 minute and 20 seconds, can Alternate get 3 rounds in one half? On the side that they chose. I fear that if the Playing Ducks get this and then the pistol, we are near on game over. Great for the Playing Ducks, not so much for Alternate. And, well, smokes and flashes will be put down towards mid. Oh, and look at that. They had the patience to wait to see if FNM would push, and now they know that Zonix is pretty much all alone by B. He's trying, he's fighting his hardest. He's got one, but he's surrounded quite literally. Whoopi comes back, dispatches him, puts him out of his misery, and B is completely in the T-side's hands. Playing Ducks controlling it from start to finish, and heading rather confident. Rax finally does take down Crazy there, but 3v3, even though it's even, you got to say, you've got to be believing the Playing Ducks getting even another round here. Rax held back by those B tunnels. Crisby coming through by the hole in the wall. And Prox doing the same thing. But here we go. Prox has found a route through, and Prox has found a second. Don't tell me Cologne can do this. 1v2 for him. He's got the auto sniper. Oh my god, he's got one. Can he find Rax? The other man standing. Rax desperately trying to make this shot. Oh my god. Rax move in, get the kill. Has he got the time? I don't know if he's actually got the time to do this. 8 seconds on that. Oh my god. Even in the last round, Playing Ducks will pick it up. And we're seeing a scoreline that is disastrous for any team in the shoes of Alternate. It doesn't matter who you are. Only having 2 rounds going in onto the next half. Playing Ducks can pretty much win this off a good pistol. If they pick up the pistol and then run with it for the 3... I don't know. I think we have a little bit of a pause, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But this has not gone well at all. I don't know what's really changed. That's the thing. There's been a change from the T side. Let's be honest here. The Playing Ducks have utilized long a lot more. Their A executions have been pretty much flawless. They've barely touched B from the occasional, barring the occasional mid push. But look at that scoreboard. Zonix the only one to breach 10 kills, whereas the entirety of Playing Ducks have been, you know, doing the prospective jobs. But still, here we go. Second half coming up now. Playing Ducks up against Alternate, 13-2. Playing Ducks on the CT side. If they pick up this pistol, it's pretty much game over, surely, for Alternate. Their motivation must be absolutely ruined. Not live. I think they're going to have to restart this. We'll have to wait and see. 13-2 right now. can see there's a couple of connection issues coming into effect, and while this happens, I'm going to have a bit of a drink break, so do bear with me. And when the game starts back up, hopefully we'll be all good to go. Only Alternate could do that during the real rounds. But still, I'm going to wait on this one to restart. Still waiting to wait on Zonix to come back, and then we'll get back underway. Yay! For some reason, it seems that Alternate are only very, very strong during pauses. Oh, it's not a pause, alright, but you know what I mean. See, I actually end up talking to myself in third person. That's the kind of depressing part of all of this. No. I may just be saving my voice a little bit here, because I really don't want to lose my voice at any point, so we'll restart this one once we do have the player back, aka Zonix. We'll start where we left off, I can imagine, which was 13-2, favour 2, playing Ducks. And if only Team Alternate can step up a little more, it'd be a good game, but it seems very one-sided right now. Very, very one-sided. Do 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 boop 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 boop. Still, we still have a whole nother group B to go tomorrow, but it won't be me casting alone, which means it'll be slightly more amusing than me just talking to myself, which, you know, is always a bonus. And I do apologise to Kelly for keeping Matt away from killing the bees. You know, I know what it's like. It's terribly depressing. You know, it's like when you get like a bee in your house and you need someone to like get rid of it, or like a wasp. I'm keeping our producer here in the studio while we wait for the last guy to come back, and she's gonna have to handle it herself. It's a terrible situation to be in. No one needs that in their life. I hate that. I hate wasps or bees. But yeah, this is what happens when we wait for fifth players to come back. I get a little bit, you know. Really, game? Come on. Come on. You can do it. I'll join them otherwise. No one really wants to see me play, let's be honest here. So if the producer... Oh, no, tell a lie. We are good. We are... Crotch shot. We are good. Let's go away on the fire play. Let's get back. It does mean that I have to count, which is a terrible thing. Like, my counting and math ability is slightly lacking, and there's a reason I became a caster, rather than anything that has to do with counting. The audio is low because I'm trying to not to lose my voice. I say that while coughing. It's great. You couldn't hear the cough, hopefully. But, yeah, Zonix is back with us. Actually, now waiting for the 5th from alternate. Why are they doing this to me?
Terrorists win.
I'll join their team if they really want, like, you know, scrub standard. Helping them out. We're not live. We're just waiting. We're just chilling out together. We're having a good time tonight.
Terrorists win.
Oh. I think we might be ready. And I believe we are coming back into this. So, scoreline 13-2 in favour to the Playing Ducks. So the team now on the T side. CT side. Screw you, overlay. Producer worries like, overlay? We have an overlay. What? No. In-game overlay. So Playing Ducks are on the CT side, even though the overlay's lying to you. Playing Ducks are on that CT side indeed. So Playing Ducks do have the advantage here, 13-2. The CT side get this pistol. We are pretty much looking like we have our winners. I'm near on certain. Although we've seen changes throughout this game, right now it does look as though alternate are coming out on top on that T half. So Cement doing the work for himself. Bomb is down and ticking. Alternate not going down without a fight just yet. There's 2 players now remain for the Playing Ducks, and I don't think they're going to be able to achieve too much here, in complete honesty, as you know, you've got Alternate completely locking out this bomb site. And it looks like we might have a 13-3 here, and we might see a little bit of a turnaround, a bit of a final stand. But Whoopi does catch one on the way out, but 13-3 will be that scoreline coming up. I'll keep you up to date with that as much as possible, just in case, you know, you miss a second of the action. We are obviously on the restart and not halfway through, but there we go. Playing Ducks are now on the CT side. Thank you, overlay. Team Alternate on the T side. And we have seen a little bit of a mixed bag coming out, actually, from the CTs. They're looking like they want to turn this one around. I wonder if they can do it. Crisby there, laying down a couple of shots. I can imagine to try and find Cologne, who's jumping around with that scout. And I wouldn't even doubt it these days. That scout can do some real damage, even when you're moving around like that. Absolutely unreal and crazy. In a good position. Not sure if you can put that shotgun to use, but if Rax goes any further, he certainly could. But I think the jig is up, and well, he doesn't even manage to get one alone. Kevin, though, does. Kevin not going down just yet. Finally dispatched of by Crisby, and A is open for the taking. But they've got Crisby low, and they took down Zonix. Maybe there's still work to be done here. Let's see if the CTs can get anything from this. Still that scout in play. Still in the hands of Cologne. Oh, look at that. It does tag one. This really can cause trouble. And you've got Whoopi with the CT as well. If Cologne can keep tagging them up like this, they are not having the easiest of crosses over towards that A site. Finally, Rax is going to be heading across. He tags up Cologne. It's going to be SMN to push in and finish off the job, with Rax finding Kirby for himself. And now Whoopi left in a 1v4. Crisby low, Rax low, and Prox low. But a lot of guns and substantially more armor Can he even find any kills is the bigger question. I think Alterna are going to be trying to play this as clean as possible. That's a little close to a prox. Not going to happen. I didn't want to let him even a foot on towards that side. 2 rounds back to back now for Alterna. 13-4. Doubling their previous scoreline. That's a little worrying. So, this time I'm playing Ducks literally only on the pistols. Don't want to waste any money, don't want to mess around here. Last time they did have those scouts, you know, the CZs in play, they don't really have the time to afford much more. There's one CZ with crazy, actually, tell a lie. As you can see, it looks like the T-side will be heading towards long regardless. Rax, Crispy and co trying to negate the close range danger from those pistols, but Zonix and Rax have found the openers. There we go, Rax gets the double, and only Kevin finds a reply, but at the moment, nicely done for the T's. Alterna getting the well, they get the desperate rounds they need, and 13-5. Game's building up a little here, but here comes the danger round. Here we finally see Playing Ducks with those weapons in hand. Can they do anything? Can they find any of these rounds now? They struggle a little. Taken the T's fairly low, but they've not really impacted as much as we saw, you know, the swings and roundabout changes in the last couple of games on those pistols. And Kirby will be waiting along if the T's actually do decide to push down here. Kevin spamming away. If he gets a connection, it'd be a great start, but not to be the case at all there. And Alterna backing out of long, it seems. Is this going to be the mid push? Wonder what we're going to see from them here. 1 minute on that board. They're going to have to start making their move towards the site soon, or at least show their intentions soon enough. As that push up short will begin very slowly. Surely Cologne at the forefront. We're going to drop down very quickly. No, he's hanging around. He's staying a little too long for my taste. He gets SMN low, but he's in danger. And actually, it's going to be Kevin to fall for his sins as Kirby finally chimes in with one for himself, but Zonix quickly replying. Now, Prox on long. Going to have to try and even up the score if anyone dares to push across, but SMN's doing the job himself regardless. He doesn't need assistance, even just Cologne and Whoopi alive, and they're not really in a position to get close to this side, I've got to say it, and I think they know that as well. They're getting the hell out of there. Going to try and save these 2 weapons and look towards another round, because Alterna building, you got to say it, they're looking good. That A push is looking formidable. They've not had to adapt just yet. Playing Ducks yet to even find one reply to it. So, all in all, 13-6. Still a long road to go. Alterna starting down the correct path. Terrorists win. So, 4 rounds straight for Alterna. A little bit of a surprise even to me after that rather one-sided game we just witnessed, or a one-sided half we just witnessed. Alterna maybe just completely favouring the T side. You know, they had the advantage first of all. They picked up that pistol and then they've just run with it. It's the first time we've seen a clean 3-0 pistol round, actually, I think, for quite some time. But the danger comes in as, you know, as soon as Playing Ducks start picking up rounds, if they do, you know, that scoreline will look dangerously close to being match point. So Alterna's journey certainly not done just yet. Still pretty much an eco, excluding that AWP and M4 in play, obviously. Still in the hands of Cologne and Whoopi, saved from that fight, previous round. P250 as well, nothing much. Whoopi actually boosted up here. He can do some damage. He's going to come around. Crispy takes down his teammate, but Whoopi makes it hurt, taking out 2. But the AWP plate from Cologne yet to really find its footing. Where is he? He's down on long, so he could still do some damage, but Zonix is in absolute effect, and Rax, Prox and Zonix, these 3 looking to close this round out. Get 5 in a row. I'm not sure if Cologne can do much here. Bomb will be planted, I can imagine. I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge towards that, but it's more, can Cologne survive this again, or will that AWP be ripped away? Oh, Zonix close to it. Oh, but Cologne lands the shot. Nicely done there from him. And now 1v2. Getting a little closer, but I think we still know how this round's going to go. That bomb is ticking very much in favour to the T side, and Oh, Prox caught a glimpse, and that could have been enough. Don't tell me Cologne can land one of these shots. That would be absolutely ridiculous. I think even a Prox is worried about it. As Cologne turns the attention to Rax, but I think he knows now there is no time for this. It's time to back out, see if he can get away alive here. And that's going to be another round on the board for the T-side team. Alternate 5 rounds in a row, 13-7. It's getting a little closer. But another buy round now for the CTs. Another chance for them to stop this, stop that momentum getting behind T-side. We know this game can turn around on a dime. We know it can happen. And it does seem as though it might be the possibility here. Let's see if anyone's going to open up. Cologne goes for that mid peek. No one really there to find him. Aprox is kind of watching down towards mid. Or at least he was Rax, excuse me. And now, actually the T-side slowly building up towards one of the sides. Where are they going to head though? Their A play has been absolutely perfect. Yet to really see them actually utilise B at all. They've just been so on point using long, utilising short. Their play has been so nicely done, and there's been no real retakes coming out from Playing Ducks. And Playing Ducks need to work this one out. They need to adapt somehow. And Crisby try and draw the attention towards maybe that fake out of pushing through mid, keep the attention of the players in B towards that side, slow down the rotate. But I think Kevin knows what's going on here. He's tried to smooth around a little bit, but actually does get the drop towards SMN. But here we go, finally Kirby gets into the action. There's 2, but no third. Finally Aprox stops them. Aprox and Crisby, the last 2 alive. Crisby up on short. Now the last man standing. There we go, the Playing Ducks finally wake up a little bit. And it will be 14-7, and as I said, as soon as that 1 round comes in, you're looking dangerously close towards match point. 2 rounds away. Playing Ducks on the verge of getting through towards those playoffs, towards the offline finals, looking towards that step that they desperately needed. They fought hard today for this. As alternate attacks, but at the end of the day, let's see who's going to walk away with this one. As both teams still fully bought up, still in that good spot here. Crisby looking maybe for the opener. Cologne could be in trouble, and vice versa. Who's going to get the drop? Who's going to get that first shot here? Oh, Cologne. Oh, the crosshair was perfect. Crisby not going to miss that one. Cologne goes down, and that's a big play to be missing straight away. That's going to open up that vulnerability once again towards the A site. Crazy knows it. He's being cautious. He's going to try and play this smart. Get into a little bit of a cheeky spot there. Maybe to look over the smoke if it's deployed, but not going to happen. This is going to be the first real B push, flat out push we're going to see. And Whoopi's not even there. Oh, wow. Nicely done from Team Alternate. Dragging them away from the site that maybe they're going to hit. And Alternate just walking in like, wow, you guys want to give us the site? That's fine. We'll take it. We need another round. That sounds good to me. And at this rate, those 4 players against them have really got to work hard to get back in here. Bomb is down. Rax took a little bit of a lashing from the fire, but it doesn't matter. Bomb down. Good to go. Set up, waiting. Where are the CT's going to try and get back into this? We've seen this set up before and it works. And I think the Playing Ducks know that. Back out time. No, we don't fancy this. We're going to save 14-8. See, this is the one thing that the CTs have. They have rounds to play with. They don't have to commit on these sort of rounds. They don't have to go in. They don't have to, you know, take the risky kind of choices. And they've got so much room to breathe here. And there we go. T-side will claim another. 14-8. But still, 14 rounds. One more. And Playing Ducks are on match point. And they knew that. They knew that they could just play smart on this one, play safe, and get away with it. And here we go. But that B push, that mid play, so nicely done out from Alternate. How are they going to start this one off? 3-man stack towards B. Not what we've seen thus far. Normally A and mid presence, but maybe fancying their chances, and you can tell why. Aprox, hell, I didn't even think that was going to happen. Does find Cologne. That's the opener, and there's the follow-up. Zonix takes down Kevin along, and we have a pause. We were almost getting to excitement, and then it stopped. What can you do? So current scoreline, 14-8. The way this round is going, it looks like it's going to be 14-9. Playing Ducks, from the looking near on impervious to losing side, suddenly becoming a little bit weaker on the CT half. Finding it hard to find their grounding, find those, just completely overwhelmed by Alternate. Alternate's A play has been perfect. Consistently. It's quite impressive. So hopefully whatever issues we have going on, we will get them resolved nice and quickly. I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm just going to try and find out who actually dropped. And once again, thank you for bearing with us so far. There's been a lot of pauses today, and it has only been me talking, and it's always cool that you guys actually stuck around. It's very kind of you, you know. Sonic's 24-4. What a player. This half has pretty much just been his. Unreal. So, here we go. Back underway. Kirby casts his curse. I talk up Sonics, and of course he goes down. Bear in mind, this is... Still very close, though. A-push might be slightly hindered now. They lost down that first man. Crazy did fall back a little bit here. Let's see what he can do. Can he slow these guys down? Generally, the retake has been a little lacking for the Plain Ducks, but that nade... Oh, that doesn't land too perfectly. And, well, the nades... the bullets will, at least. They do manage to catch a little bit on towards the heels. Is that Molly? Just about skimming across Crazy, but now with only two standing, Prox did find Kirby on long. This looks as though it's going to be another save round if the CTs can get away with it. I'm not sure if they can get out of here in time. Whoopi trying to make a bit of a run for it. And I think he should be at least fairly safe for this one, as can be said for Crazy, as long as they don't go for anything silly. And it does look as though this round will be playing out into the way we expected. 14-9. Heating up a little bit, you gotta say it. You know, this game I thought was near on over. Clearly not the case. Clearly alternate. Absolutely on their game. Looking for those perfect executions. And only Crazy actually staying alive would be to get taken down in the end. So here we go. 9th round of the second half. Sounds weird saying that. Coming up as 7-1 alternate. Building back into a game. Plain Ducks only really picking up one round on the second half so far. Struggling to make any form of impact. The pause obviously catching itself up now. We do see an even buy-up between these two, and those nades on long not quite having the impact, but maybe the AWP will. Oh, Cologne with the double. That's going to hurt, and now Rax, Prox, and Crisby going to have to pick up where he left off, and even Zonix finding that amusing. And now, can these guys actually push any further forward? Can they make their way through after that rather killing blow coming out as Crazy now watching the cross alternate, desperately trying to find the way through. Oh, he just saw a glimpse of the foot and he caught him. Rax so low, 8 HP. And look at this, Kirby already in on the site. Kirby is there waiting to push through, but Crazy with a jumping headshot finds Crisby. Kirby in with one, and now just approximately alive. And I don't think he can escape. He's surrounded. He's going to try and fight his way through this one. He's taken down Crazy. Don't tell me he can find any more. This would be to getting, or to stop Plain Ducks getting onto match point if he can do anything here. 1v3. He's already found one. Not going to happen. The Plain Ducks now are on match point. 15 rounds to 9. It's going to have to go all the way for alternate attacks. If they want this, they're going to have to drag it out. And we're seeing the double AWP coming in. Cologne and Crazy. We saw that occasionally actually prior. That would have been an interesting purchase, but we'll see how it goes. As I knew I feel bad, that double AWP at the start. You can't bank on things like that. That's just real unfortunate. And lovely flash little smoke set up on long, but it has forced alternate attacks to kind of switch up here. Can they find that way through? They need to get back in this one now. Don't let that momentum switch if they want this one. They've got to build round after round after round. 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Will this be the defining round for Plain Ducks? Alternate building up towards short, it looks like maybe. Not really committing. There's two players there actually, and that Molly could have caught Kirby quite badly. Not going to happen. Flashes come through on mid, and are alternate really going to leave this push as their final strat here. It looks like it. They're going to go for that play through towards B. They've got the smokes, they've got the flashes, but can they get the kills? Two players standing in their way. Whoopi goes down. Now, it's actually Crazy here. Here we go. Can he get these kills? No, he's not landing them perfectly that time. Crazy does finally take down Crisby, but 3 men stand in their way. Kevin, Cologne, and Kirby trying to get the win here. 3v4. Will they commit or will they back out? It's a risky one. I think they're going to back away. They've still got rounds to play with now. Oh, my word. Brave stuff from alternate. 15-10. This round is surely going to make it. Not what I expected to see at this point at all. And what a brave bit of play. I can't help but say it again. You know, on a round like that, with everything against you, you know, when you've had perfect execution on long until that one moment where the man on your screen hits a double AWP shot in one. Stopped you. You go for that mid push. You go for that mid play that depends so perfectly on the smokes and the coordination. It went for it and it worked, but 2-8 on the second half. 15 rounds still in the pocket of Playing Ducks. 10 now with alternate. And it looks like they want to end this one now, Playing Ducks. They don't want to take any more risks, and they do make it through. Here we go. Cologne. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me he's going to get the opener again. Oh, he does. Cologne finds a procs, and we know what happens normally when this man does start off well for the Ducks. Suddenly goes downhill very quickly for Team Alternate. This could be the final round. Rax, Crisby, Zonic, and SMN to try and hold on. Can they bring this one through again? Against the odds, quite literally, 4v5. I'm really wondering if Playing Ducks just use their flashes and smokes to Neuron toy with alternate. Say, come over here towards A. We've got the guns on this side. Don't go towards Whoopi and Co. They have nothing but CZ. I'd love to find out why, but now here we go. Kirby has found Raxes. We have 3 standing, 3 men against the 5. Playing Ducks on the verge of getting through in Group A. Can they do the job? Right now it looks as though it might be the case as only one stands. Cologne's going to claim the final. GG, well played is said. And there we have it. Playing Ducks doing the job after that stunning first half they had. You can't blame them. Picking up so many rounds, going into second half 13-2. You can't say it was an undeserving victory there for those guys. So well played in the end. They will be joining the likes of Planet Key Dynamics going through in Group A. And well, credit where it's due. So well done. So well done. Playing Ducks, a bit of a monstrous side. And considering they lost the first time they met up against Alternate in the same day, they started out in the same side of the group. They both played each other. 16-10 was the scoreline. To turn it on its head and pick it up after that. Very well done. Very deserving. So looking forward to them through and towards the playoffs. And now it's all about day 2. We're going to have another day of group stage games coming up tomorrow at the same time on this channel. Mousesports, MTW, Death Energy, and My KPV will be coming up. So those 4 teams will be fighting it through to join the 2 who've just come through from Group A. And, you know, I've got to say, the caliber of teams that we're watching already, you know, the way they can adapt from one game to the next has been absolutely stunning. Players looking on point. It's a shame Zonix won't be joining us, but hell, that man has some real talent. I think we can all admit that. The plays he was bringing out were pretty damn amazing, I think is the best way of putting it. And yes, I'm certainly looking forward to Group B, seeing Mousesports back in action, MTW, or they can bring Death Energy. I'm still trying to catch back up with these German teams and how they've been playing through and how they've kind of adapted the new lineups we're seeing in effect because, well, let's have a little look at these groups for yourselves. You can see them there on your screens. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great day tomorrow, all in all. Mousesports against My KPV, first of all, up in the top side there. Death Energy up against MTW. Now, I want you guys to let me know what games you think we should start with on tomorrow's show. Do let me know on Twitter, @TheyCallMePansy. Is it going to be the top game, Mouse up against My KPV? Or do you think maybe Death Energy against MTW would be the better game to watch? Let me know on Twitter, @TheyCallMePansy. I will follow what you guys recommend. It's all down to you at home. So do get involved. It's always what I want to hear from you guys. And also do give me feedback. Obviously, first time I've casted CS in quite some time. I've not really had the chance to cast CSGO in months, let's put it that way, since Katowice. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've casted. Do let me know. I know I need to work on it. Obviously, tomorrow I'll have a co-caster, which does occasionally help, you know, when you're not just talking to yourself for several hours. But thank you for bearing with us so far. I know it's been a little bit of a shaky day, lots of pauses, but I do appreciate you sticking around, guys. Do make sure you follow on Twitch TV. We'll be going live at the same time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting out every time we go live with some CSGO action. @TheyCallMePansy, of course. And thank you for watching. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know I have. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow.